Good afternoon, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Sarah.
And David Prescott.
And welcome to 1213 Prescott Way.
Happy Easter to everyone. How about that? Okay. Well, first
one get a knife.
we have to get a knife to cut the cornbread. So anyways, and as we were saying, hey you, boom, doo, doo. You want something to do, boom, doo, doo. We have something to say. Try 1213 Prescott Way.
And you know this.
How about that?
So before it gets hot, you want to do your...
Before it gets cold, you mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm so hot. I kind of charred my shrimp, my fried shrimp. But that's okay. I'm going to eat it anyway. And the vegetables I did with oyster sauce, soy sauce, and what else? And it's green beans, corn, carrots, baby corn, bell pepper, mushrooms. Sounds delicious, huh?
Now check out how big my cornbread is.
Oh yeah, I forgot to catch up for my
How about that? Oh, you can't. Now you can see.
There's the vegetables. And I need what you call it? Ketchup for my mac and cheese. Whew, walking around gave me a breeze. Ooh, hot. I'll just put some on here. Guys, we are hungry. At least I am. This is our first meal of the day. Why are you laughing? Because it's not? It is.
It is.
But what happened? Now I don't have anywhere to put this.
Go here. Find a spot.
I'll leave it right there. I'll put this right here. There. And move that down. Maybe I should just put this on the same plate. I didn't realize you were carrying the thing. There. Yeah.
You got space?
I want to make space. So, you guys, what are you eating? And today is Easter. And the new week of not my birthday. Because I made a pact with myself. I said I'm going to party the whole week of my birthday since my birthday was on Wednesday. I started last Sunday and it ended last night, and I went out every day on my, of that week. So I am tired now of going out.
I know y'all heard that.
But it was fun. Had a girlfriend that flew in, or no, actually she drove here from Michigan. She didn't know it was my birthday. Because I was just telling David, because last year we had just come here and I didn't know anyone for my birthday, and usually I spend it with friends and family. And then last year I didn't because it was my first year here. So then I was feeling the same kind of melancholy way, getting a little in my feelings. And then Donna, who I met last year here, she texted me and said she was coming. From April 1st through the 7th. So I didn't want to tell her that it was my birthday to make her obligated or anything, but I was like, ooh, she'll be here for my birthday, which was on the 5th. And so we had a great time and David got his tickets to go see Legend, and that'll be another video. I did do a compilation for the whole week, every day that I went out, as well as went and got free birthday foods and drinks and ice cream. That was fun. But you'll see that in another video. Right there.
So true.
And still have more to go. More places that we didn't hit.
In Springfield, minutes, about 32 minutes from here.
Kind of like going to Henderson in Vegas. For all you vegans out there. And then I know a few people whose birthday is on my birthday. David's daughter, Cynthia. Julia's granddaughter.
Right.
And my cousin. My cousin's daughter.
Pretty cool. So your age done caught up to me. Your age has caught up to me.
For a month. Vegetables are good, huh?
Everything. I have food on this side and on this side.
Looks like your chicken's falling off the bone.
It is. A couple of mornings ago, there was a tornado watch, and we didn't know anything about it. We just was sleeping, and things going off, but you couldn't hear it out here. The siren, couldn't even hear it. Which I don't think that's fair. They should have something, you know. But,
I wouldn't have heard it.
But because I get up
About that time.
You know, go to the bathroom, whatever. But didn't hear anything. People were going down in their basements and all kind of things. Supposed to be hail. Hail's as big as golf balls, also. Not golf balls, ping pong balls. Thank goodness, thank God it didn't happen. Because we definitely weren't ready. It's really not to be ready. Maybe there's no such thing as being ready.
Shrimp. I kind of left it in the air fryer too long. But I like it crunchy anyway.
I'm gonna make some noise this time.
You talking about chewing?
It's barbecue sauce.
Do you guys like ketchup with your macaroni and cheese? That must mean yes.
No, it was saying you're the only person on earth that puts ketchup on there. I don't know, I'm sure somebody else does.
My invention. And I patent it. So good. Are you guys surprised to see David?
Why is surprised?
He's been gone a while. I've done a video.
Oh.
I've done 2. Or no, 3.
I'm bad.
I have to keep it going. Tell me if you missed them in the comments. Or if I held it down. Or both. Right?
You have to hold it down.
Are you?
Of course you did.
I have to.
Mm. You lick your fingers, you know you got something going on here. Mm.
Mm. And guys, even Donna was saying when we have great dialogue just about all kinds of different topics. And one particular one that stands out is how when we were younger, everyone thought like we did, you know, like kind and giving and wanted to be friends, and but then we rudely realized that they had ulterior motives. We didn't, you don't know anything about ulterior motives. You just know how you were raised and how you treat people and how you want to be treated. And it was a big eye opener. I was saying how, to me, it takes so much effort to be mean. Instead of just it being natural. I guess it's natural for some people to be mean, like it is natural for you to be kind. You know what I mean?
Right. But why though?
That just dawned
what
on
caused
me.
that though?
And we were saying as far as your upbringing, like you have parents that may cut you out or don't give you what you know what I mean?
Yeah, but there are parents that raised their kids, brought them everything they wanted, cars and just clothing, just
But
everything.
you're not in that household seeing how they're raising them either. Just because you give your child stuff.
Yeah, but what turned them into serial killers? That's the thought.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people that are interviewed, they talk about their mom, not necessarily the dad, even though that's in a lot of cases. But even if the dad was abusive, the mother stood by and watched it, and that's why they hated women, because mothers are more nurturing than the protectors. You know what I mean? They may hate their dad, but they sure hate their mama. I've seen a lot of interviews like that.
That's messed up.
I mean, you have some, of course, that's not going to fit that scenario, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the majority, it has to do with your upbringing. Like they'll say, my mom beat me all day or made me stay outside in the cold and, you know what I mean, wouldn't let me come in. And I've heard all those kind of stories. Or even sexually abused them, or the dad did and the mom didn't do anything.
Well, why do you suppose there's so many more men trying to act like women and women trying to act like men? What do you think about what's to that?
I don't know, but I don't want to touch that.
I don't have anything against them. It's just it's weird.
Well, remember? I'm sorry, you guys, my mouth is full. I was watching a special. I don't remember where we were, and they were talking about the Similac and, you know, the processed formulas and how they had the hormones and stuff in it. And then it was making the female babies more masculine and the male babies more feminine. I never forget seeing that. That was,
That's crazy.
I forget how long ago. Where did we go when we took the train?
And we were in California.
San Francisco? Okay, so that's where we were. When I saw that special.
I'm getting full.
Me too. David made an announcement. I'm getting full. A big old piece of cornbread.
That leg and thigh. Big thing of macaroni and cheese on my plate. And I put about 5 spoonfuls of vegetables. And my drink. It was still nice though.
Everything was so good. I didn't try the cornbread. Want a piece? Do you want a piece?
You got a little on my head, look.
David has one leg left.
And she's not talking about my body. She's not talking about my body leg. She's talking about...
So you know when he sits back like that, you know what that means.
I'm about to sit up though.
That he's full.
Really full. You full too? You didn't eat no meat? Oh yes you did. You shrimp.
I had 10 shrimp and the mac and cheese and some vegetables.
Ooh. How about another story before we go?
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Like what?
I always think about, I mean, it's not a good thought, but about these trains that have derailed. And you never hear anything about like the conductor, you know, what he saw in the front, or did this conductor survive? You know, it's always the train crashed. But you never hear nothing about the conductor. You know, what happened? Did they jump off the train before it happened? Or, you know?
I know, that's true. You don't hear him
You don't hear
say
nothing.
anything about him.
The conductor.
I don't think they mentioned pilots either.
On the planes? But you don't hear too much about it.
They jump out. I've seen them.
Yeah. What? My eyes lit up like a Christmas tree when she said that. Well, you know, that is something. I know we used to fly to other countries in the small planes. They were so small, and you could feel every current. I loved it. You know, as long as the pilot said, it was 2 pilots, matter of fact. I love flying with there's 2 pilots. But as long as the pilot say everything's all right, hey, I'm fine.
It's all right.
But my babe, she took me up in the airplane on my birthday one time, and there was only 1 pilot. And I didn't think about it till later. You know, what if the pilot would have blacked out or something? You know, how do you land the plane? You know, I should have been asking that while we were flying. Now, what happened if you go out? You know, what do I do? You know.
She was showing you.
She was, but she was just flying it. I just said, what is that? Or what is that? But what do you do first? If you know, something, you know.
She was good. She was what, 20?
20 years old.
Getting her pilot's license.
Man, she had them. She had them already.
Oh yeah, she was trying to get her license to fly commercial.
Yes.
You have to have so many hours.
And not just that, and it's the skills to fly commercial because they're much more complicated, you know.
Well, she said she just has to have the hours.
Really?
She must already, she was going to school for it. So they want you to do the smaller planes to get the hours in flight. And then you can qualify to apply for the commercial airline.
And they now teach you all the things that you need to know. I'm sure.
That's all I know.
I'm sure. That's exactly. You're not going up in an airplane if you don't know how to fly it.
Shoot, so many regressions.
What's his name? Kennedy. John Kennedy Jr. He was flying, and the thing that says what her horizon was off, and he thought he was doing it properly. He had a plane load of people, and the plane crashed.
Did he try to crash?
No, he didn't try it. It was the thing that he was trying to. He was basically trying to see whatever he saw, but he should have been reading what the thing said. See, he was going by what he saw out there, but no, it's about pay attention to what your panel says, and he ended up crashing. That's what I was told. Now, how they know what he was thinking, the media changes things around. So, but other than that, though, it ain't bringing them back. So, what are you doing?
I'm just reading that question that I was going to ask you.
Oh.
I just want to ask you one question.
I just want to ask you one thing.
What was the worst event you've ever seen? It could be, I'm talking about anything that you ever witnessed.
I'm trying to think, baby. Wow, she could ask me that earlier.
I'll tell you. Oh.
I would say that car that ran the red light.
When he was in the tree?
He was in the tree, man. That was a trip. And the thing just bounced, boom, boom. The truck, boom. He flew up in the tree, and he flew out the
Did he die?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the worst thing.
That's one of the worst. Now there's got to be somebody.
I know, but the only one that comes to mind right now is the guy. He was riding his bike, and it was raining. No. Bicycle.
Really? Wow.
And it was raining, hard and everything. And the truck was coming. He was on the same side as the truck, and he turned in front of the truck because it was raining. He couldn't see, and the trucks tried to, slam on his brakes and hit him and killed him. He was on his way home from work. The guy on the bike, and it was right outside of my house. The gate right outside the gate. And Lisa was supposed to come over because she wanted me to help her take her hair down, and she called me. She was like, "Girl, what's going on out there? There's all these police cars and everything." And then I'm usually the one to go the opposite for stuff like that. And I put my shoes on, a jacket and everything. I go out there, and they just put the tarp over the guy. And I was looking right at him, you know what I mean? And I just don't normally do that.
Me too, I do it too.
You do what? Go look?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, I don't. My Antoine came with me.
But you did though.
Yeah, and I never do stuff like that.
I didn't care either, but for some reason I just...
You did it one time?
Or maybe a couple of times.
And you did it all the time.
I can remember 2 times. No, 3 times because it was a young man that got killed on across town on Joseph Avenue. He wasn't even a bad person. He was hanging with the bad guys, and he got shot.
See, I was practicing, Buddhism then. And when I went out there, something just told me, because I was doing my prayers at that time. And then when I came back in, I started chanting for him, for his happiness and, to not die like that, a tragic death in his next life and stuff.
Whoa.
And do I'll never forget this, because you light the candles. You have 2 candles. And both were lit, no wind, no breeze, no nothing. This is in my living room. And as I'm chanting for him, because I just focused on him laying there for like 15 minutes. one candle, first it was the right one, shot up in the air, and it just started going up and down like
Candle?
that. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The light, the lit, and then it went down, and then the other one started going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And I called my mom because I was like, what the, I already knew he felt that, the prayers that I was sending him. This is what in my head I was saying. So I called my mom to tell her, and she was like, yeah, he was thanking you for the prayers.
Okay,
Like that.
cool.
I know, I thought
Amazing.
it was. I was like, because I didn't know what, I was like, what the? And if it was wind or something, both of them would have been moving. You know what I mean?
Right, that's right.
And there was no breeze in the living
For
room.
just even to the candle.
I mean, it was going high. It wasn't like do 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 do. It was like do 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 do.
Wow.
Like that did that for a while on this one. Then the next one do 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 do. And I'm just watching like, what the? I'm glad I remembered that one.
What I find so amazing, you speak about death. So, evidently, when I think, or maybe it all depends how a person dies or whatever, but death, maybe you're not immediately taken to a place, of rest or whatever, that, because for him to be saying thank you, if that's what that was, there was part of him, that's power that was still living in him to be able to.
Well, the soul never dies.
So.
You know what I mean? It's just your shell that goes, but your soul is.
But where does the soul go? That's the thought.
That's what I'm saying. Back into the universe where it came from.
Oh, no.
That's what I believe. I don't think it goes off to no faraway place.
Well, I will say this here.
I mean, that's far away,
There's
but you know
so
what I
much
mean.
universe.
Exactly.
There's plenty of space out there.
Thank you.
For to go traveling.
I just think
to see
that's what
what's
I was
really
just
out
gonna
there,
say. Just like
Travel.
how you are in your dreams. Like when I'm in darkness, you know what I mean? And it's like you're in space. And that's how it feels to me.
It's like you would just keep flying and go, let's go to this galaxy. There are billions and billions of galaxies, and then after that there's still endlessness. So people that have died a long time ago or are still just probably out there just visiting. Where death is, where we think death is so bad that maybe it's not. It's just another stage.
I don't think it's bad.
Well, I don't know. It all depends how. To me, people who were evil, just killers, and so I don't think they get that gift as much as a person who really has been nice and courteous to people. I just don't believe that. It's the same thing as a child. As a child, you don't give your child gifts and everything when they bad. Okay, you punish them. So if you're bad when you're grown up, and when you get next life, I think that you're going to be punished in certain ways, or you don't reap the best rewards that you could have. That's what I think.
I think you will come back. I just think you'll keep being reborn and shit to suffer.
My father said, he's going down the street to get some scrimp.
Big baloney. So, you guys, we are going to say goodbye. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for joining us. And welcome, Mr. Prescott, back.
I didn't go anywhere.
And he was gone.
I ain't go anywhere.
Up and down, gone.
Okay, I went to the moon. I came back.
Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and hit that thumbs up button so that you'll be notified every time we post a video. Actually, hit that notification button.
Just wonderful. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Peace.
Later. As we get older, most of us men, we start getting that chimpanzee look.
Wait, let me see. Is that a yes or a no for the chimpanzee?
I said,
Leave that in the comments.
much older when you start looking at the tip.
Is his ears starting to stick out?
Not yet. One time they did, though. I was like, what?